Hello there and welcome to Recap right here on the News God. In this segment, we bring you the key news highlights from the weekend coming up in the next 5 minutes. Former Deputy Director of NSA Kweku Ohene-Jan has been arrested over NSS ghost name scandal. NIB invites Abronye DC over corruption allegations against President Mahama. Western Regional Police raid illegal mining sites in Avelebo and Akango, arresting 15 suspects and seizing 10 excavators. Oxygen plants at 37 Military Hospital restored to full operation, says Defense Minister Honorable Omani Boama. Sokode Senior High Technical School closed temporarily amid tension between students and residents. Now on to our very first news story. Former Deputy Director General of the National Service Authority, Kweku Ohene-Jan, has been arrested in connection with a payroll fraud scandal involving ghost names. The scheme allegedly led to the misappropriation of funds through the inclusion of fictitious names on the NSA payroll. Authorities have also identified Gifty Owari Mensah, another key figure in the case, who is currently on the run. Security agencies are intensifying efforts to track her down as investigations continue. Officials aim to uncover the full extent of the fraudulent activities and ensure those involved face prosecution. Away from that, the National Investigations Bureau, NIB, has summoned Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronye DC, over corruption allegations he made against President John Dramani Mahama. Abronye DC, the Bono regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, claimed on Accra-based Movement Television that President Mahama withheld 550 million Ghana cedis intended for dismissed appointees at the Jubilee House. In response, the NIB has invited him to provide evidence to support his claims. This follows growing concerns over unverified accusations made by political figures. Sources indicate that Abronye DC is expected to appear before the Bureau in the coming days as investigations into the matter continue. Moving on to our next story, the Western Regional Police Command has arrested 15 suspects in a crackdown on illegal mining, also known as Galamsey, in the Evalue Ajamora Jura district. The operation, which took place in Avelebo and Akango, led to the capture of 7 foreign nationals and 8 Ghanaian miners. Authorities have also seized 10 excavators used in the illegal activities. The illegal mining operations have been linked to severe environmental damage, including the pollution of the Cobra River. Police officials say this raid is part of a broader effort to combat the destruction caused by Galamsey. The suspects are currently in custody and are expected to face legal action as investigations continue. Meanwhile, the oxygen plant at the 37 Military Hospital has been repaired, as announced by Defense Minister Honorable Dr. Edward Omani Boama. In a Facebook post on February 23, 2025, Honorable Dr. Boama stated that the repair was conducted under President John Dramani Mahama's directive, emphasizing the government's commitment to enhancing human security. During a recent visit to the hospital, it was discovered that the oxygen plant was in critical condition, threatening the supply to surgical theaters, intensive care units, and wards. The hospital also provides oxygen to the National Ambulance Service. New equipment has been installed to ensure continuous oxygen production and supply for both the hospital and the ambulance service. Honorable Dr. Boama praised the proactive measures taken to prevent a potential crisis and reaffirmed the administration's dedication to resolving challenges, including economic issues. In other news, the Volta Regional Security Council, RECSEC, has temporarily closed Sokode Senior High Technical School following a violent clash between students and residents. The incident began on February 21, 2025, where students entered the community without permission, sparking confrontations. In retaliation, some residents stormed the school on February 23rd, leading to further violence and property damage. Volta Regional Minister Honorable James Gunu deployed security officers to restore order. Following an emergency meeting, authorities decided to close the school indefinitely. Students have been sent home and the injured are receiving treatment at Ho Teaching Hospital. No fatalities have been reported so far. And that brings us to the end of this edition of Recap right here on the News God. You can visit our news website at www.ghana.thenewsgod.com for more updates. Thank you for staying with us. Join us next time for more top stories. I am Nelson Kofi. Thank you for watching and see you soon.